Hello and welcome to another brief demonstration of Decorator models in the Mars release of the Eclipse Papyrus project. Today we'll look at duplicating a Decorator model. So looking at the now familiar test model that we've been working with in these demonstration videos, we see that package 1 has these two currently unloaded Decorator models that apply profiles to it. So why don't we go ahead and load one of those. So we see it brings in some nice CSS color styles. And in fact, what's a bit new this time is this Decorator model applies two profiles to our package 1 package, the familiar bean profile, and also the eCore profile from the UML2 project. So that's just by way of demonstrating the case where multiple profiles are applied to a package by some Decorator model. So one of the things that we might want to do with these decorators, and one of the reasons why we would factor out profile applications into these models, is because we would want to have multiple alternative applications of the same profile to a package to model different stereotype applications on our model elements and or different values of the attributes of the stereotypes applied to our model elements. So this might be the case where our profiles let us model alternative deployments of some software system or different review annotations or test configurations, parameters, whatever that the purpose of our profile is. We can have multiple alternative applications of that profile with alternative stereotype applications going along with. So let's go ahead and do that for this bean variant 1. So I'll go over to the new duplicate command, and the first thing we're asked is a list of profiles that are in the selected Decorator model that we want to copy. I don't have to copy all of these profile applications. So I'll unselect the eCore profile, so my new Decorator model will not have an application of the eCore profile and will not include the instances of stereotypes from that profile. By default, the new model would be located in the same place in the workspace as what it's copied from, which makes sense. So I'll give it a new name there and give the model a new name inside and hit finish. So now I see what the wizard has done for me is it has copied the bean variant 1 model, unloaded it, and loaded the copy for me. So I can now continue working with that. And as promised, the eCore profile is not applied in the duplicate model. And the eCore or the eClass stereotypes are gone. The eOperation stereotype is gone. But all of the stereotype applications from our bean profile are the same as they were. So why don't I go ahead and make some changes there. I'll change that one to a green session bean thing. I'll change this one to a blue bean thing and save. So now let's see what it looks like to switch back to the bean variant 1. Right, I need to unload the bean variant 3 because the bean variant 1 applies the same profile. This is something we've seen before. A new option is to not show this dialog again, so that I can, pre-approve unloading whatever needs to be unloaded to complete the switching of profile applications more efficiently. So there are the colors from the bean variant 1 again. Now, that was an example of duplicating a profile, a decorator model that happens to be loaded at the time. Doesn't necessarily have to be so. I can duplicate one that's not loaded. In this case, there's only the one profile application in there. I can call this V4. I won't do that. Finish that. And it wasn't loaded before, so there's no need for it to be loaded now. But we can go ahead and load it up and see. Here are the profile applications copied from bean variant 2. Why don't I go and change some of these again. Make these both green. Awesome. And then let's go switch to bean variant 2 to see how different that one is. Yep. And there we are. That's how different it is. So there you have it, duplicating decorator models in the Mars release of the Eclipse Papyrus project. Thank you.